Today, let's talk about 8 visa-free countries that you can visit as a Canadian permanent resident. These are just short flights, but very big adventures that you can take after receiving that Canadian permanent residency. Okay, real talk. When I first got my Canadian permanent residency card in the mail, I held it like a Willy Wonka golden ticket, because as much as I've been to 21 other countries, the truth is coming to Canada was more of a pivot for me, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to get that card. And then I found out that it's kind of a golden ticket, because not only does it allow me to stay here as a resident, but it opens a lot of doors for me as somebody who loves to travel. So truthfully, it's not just for living and working in Canada, but also for traveling. In most cases, when we are coming here, a lot of us, we tell ourselves that, oh, I would love to visit, I like to travel to a lot of places, but we get to Canada and forget about all the dreams. But what I'm trying to do with these videos is to let you know that with that golden ticket, you can also visit other places visa free. You don't have to wait for that Canadian citizenship to open those doors to over 100 other countries. Like you are just sitting on a secret pass to some of the most beautiful tropical destinations, and guess what? You don't need a visa for all these countries. Your Canadian permanent residency card and that passport that you came here with might just be enough to unlock those countries. So today we'll just look at just 8 of them. So let's talk about 8 amazing countries you can fly to visa free as a Canadian permanent resident. And yes, some of these are just a few hours away. So if you are new to Canada or dreaming of that PR status, stay logged in. This one is juicy. Hey, welcome back to the channel where we help newcomers and international students and new immigrants navigate life in Canada. And today we are talking about travel freedom. One of the very underrated benefits of Canadian PR is the access it gives you, not just to Canada, but to other countries too. In this video, we are breaking down 8 destinations you can visit visa free or visa on arrival as a Canadian permanent resident. We will talk about some flight times, travel tips, and real talk advice to help you actually make use of this passport privilege. So at this point, somebody might ask, so why does this matter? Listen, I get it. You just go to Canada. Maybe you are still settling in, saving money and hustling with 2 jobs. But taking time to explore is so important. Not just for fun, but for perspective. You work so hard to get here. Why not reward yourself now and then? Canada is so big that sometimes it gets very lonely. And when you realize that your Canadian PR card opens travel doors you probably didn't even know existed, it actually changes the game, because you find out that you don't need to go through the stress of at least applying for visas to some of these tropical destinations if your goal is to visit them. And you can even plan ahead if your goal is to visit some of these destinations. We are currently entering fall and possibly into winter. If your goal is to visit some of these places in the summer, you can make those plans now, put those PTOs in, and at least get them approved and make sure you are ready for some of these locations. The truth is, you don't need to go all the way to Europe or Asia right now. There are gorgeous, cultural rich places just between 3 to 5 hours flight away from where you are right now. And yes, we will talk about budget tips too. Don't worry. So now let's look at some of these destinations. And truthfully, my personal choices influence some of these locations. There are places that personally I would love to visit, and I think you also should make time to visit some of these places. The first one is Bermuda. This one is super underrated. It's a British overseas territory in the Northern Atlantic. You can fly there directly from Toronto in just 3 hours. I would say for this particular place, think of pink sand beaches, British colonial architecture, golf courses, and crystal clear water. If you are somebody who is into chill, classy island vibe without flying across the ocean, this is it for you. And for Bermuda, they offer visa-free short stay for Canadian permanent residency holders. And a quick advice here is make sure you bring both your passports and your valid PR card. There's no stopover needed if you choose to fly direct. So wherever you are, you will be able to possibly fly directly to this particular island. If you are in Toronto, you are just 3 hours away from Bermuda. And also always make sure you confirm with the Bermudan official websites before maybe making your booking. And I'll try and leave a link in the description area to help you at least when it comes to this one. If you are somebody who needs at least some places to go to when you get to Bermuda, some places that you can consider will be, one will be the Horseshoe Bay Beach. This is an iconic pink sand beach. There's clear water, perfect for swimming and snorkeling, great for photo ops and easy access even from a place like Hamilton. The best time to go to this particular place is between May to October because it's warmer and low chance of maybe storms. Then they have the St. George Historic Town. This is a UNESCO listed cobblestone streets, colonial forts and heritage museums that brings early Bermuda to life. Best time to go to this particular place is between April to June or sometimes in September. Then there is the Hamilton waterfront and front streets. This has lively shops, restaurants, nightlife and easy ferry access. It's great for first night stroll, and the best time to go to this particular place is mostly year round, even during mild winter. And if you are somebody who likes caves, there's the Crystal Caves, Fantasy Caves, and this gives you dramatic limestone caves with crystal clear pools, unique geology and very photogenic. The best time to go to that place is all year round. And other places that you can add to your list, there's a Gibbs Hill Lighthouse, there's a Warwick Long Bay and Cobb's Cave, then there's the Royal Naval Dockyard and National Museum of Bermuda. You also get the snorkel boat trip to the shipwrecks if it's something that interests you, so that you can explore World War II wrecks and some reefs. And this is excellent for beginner to intermediate snorkelers. Then they have the Bermuda Railroad Trail, which you can cycle or even hike. It has scenic multi-use trail that crosses the island. Then you can also try the local food and the rum cake. These are all things that you can do if you choose to go to Bermuda. If you are somebody who is lacking ideas and you need a mini itinerary, I can say you can go for 3 days. Day 1, you can try Hamilton plus the Front Street dinner. Day 2, you can try the Horseshoe Bay plus the Gibbs Hill Lighthouse. Then day 3, maybe you go to the St. George's and the Crystal Caves. Then day 4, you do the dockyard and possibly some snorkel trip before you come back. Make sure you bring your reef safe sunscreen, book a snorkel, maybe a tour a few days early, and rent a scooter if you decide to go to Bermuda because you might need it. But also make sure you check the entry rules for your nationality, even though you have the Canadian PR, before you travel to avoid any surprises. Number 2 is the Bahamas. Now, if you want something a little more lively, I'll say the Bahamas. This one is a classic. Think snorkeling, jet skis, and those clear turquoise waters you see on postcards. It's just 3.5 hours away from Toronto to Nassau. So as you can see, at least from the 2 places I've spoken about, if you are somebody who lives in Toronto, then you don't have an excuse not to travel if you have that PR card. And with Bahamas, you get 30 days visa free. It's perfect for a quick vacation or even a remote work getaway. So if you are somebody who possibly works remotely, you can possibly take this trip, go for 30 days and work outside Canada just to help you relax and distress, because you need to reward yourself after a long year of working. And with Bermuda, they have a special requirement. If you are a permanent resident, you need to have a return ticket, a passport with a Canadian PR card with at least an expiry of 3 months or more after you return from Bahamas in case of a direct travel, and 6 months in case you are transiting through other countries such as the US. So as much as possible, make sure that the expiry date that you have on your passport or your PR card is not less than 6 months to avoid any surprises. And when you get to Bahamas, there are a few places that you can go to if you need some ideas. We have the Nassau Cable Beach, which is basically a classic beachfront resort, which has casinos and easy day trips to nearby islands. The best time to go to this particular place is between November to April during the dry season. Or you can go to the Exuma Caves, which has swimming pigs and Thunderball Grotto. It's famous for the swimming pigs, the turquoise caves, and snorkeling in iconic movie grotto. The best time will be between November and June, which is when the seas are very calm. If it's something that for you makes sense, if it's something that you are interested in, that will be the best time to possibly go to these places. Or you can go to the Blue Lagoon Island, which has the dolphin encounters. This one, you get maritime interaction and beach relaxation for families. So if it's a family trip, you can consider going to this particular area. And for this one, you can go all year round. Or you can also try the Andros Barrier Reef, which is mainly for divers. There you get world-class diving and remote blue holes for adventurous divers. So if you are somebody who is adventurous, this might likely tickle your fancy. And with this, you can go between maybe December and April. So maybe during the winter period, it might be an excuse for you to run away from the cold weather here. Then we have the Harbour Island or the Pink Sand Beach. This has a charming village vibes with pink sand beaches, ideal for romance and photo. With this, you can go between November and April. So during the cold period or when the snow starts, you can have an excuse possibly to run away for some warm weather. Other places that you can also look at would be the Jakonu Cultural Experience in Nassau, which has the traditional street parades. Or you can go to the Grand Bahama National Parks, which has the mangroves, the caves, and the broadwalks. Or you can try the local fish fry. Or possibly you can book charter to some of these private caves, which has premium options if it's something that really interests you. So you don't have an excuse not to at least try Bahamas in this case. And if you need help on this front, my advice would be you can try maybe a 3 or 4 day trip. Day 1, you can do Nassau plus the local fry. Day 2, you try the Exuma day trip where you can have some chance to swim with some pigs and enjoy the grotto. Day 3, you do the Harbour Island or the Blue Lagoon activities. Day 4, you can maybe try some diving or relaxation and try to possibly carry some sunscreen, back spray, and hydrate whilst you are there. And with the Exuma charters, it's always advisable to book advance and carry proof of your PR and passport at the arrival. The third country I would advise you to maybe try is Costa Rica. Alright, so if you are more of a jungle and volcano type, Costa Rica is calling you. It is just 5.5 hours away, direct from Toronto to San Jose. And you get 30 days visa free as a Canadian permanent residency card holder. So why not try it? Costa Rica is perfect for ecotourism, rainforests, wildlife, hot springs, and beaches on both coasts. If you ever wanted to try surfing, zip lining, or hiking a volcano, this is your spot. So why not give it a try? At least take the trip, even if it's for a few days. You will never regret it. With Costa Rica, one tip that I will give you is you might need to show at least you have $100 to spend a month of travel funds in addition to your valid PR card. And also make sure you are planning for both beach and mountain weather because it can change very quickly. If you need some ideas on things that you can do in Costa Rica, the first one I suggest you do will be the Arena Volcano and the La Fortuna. This one has the hot springs, volcano hikes, canopy tours, and a lovely town for food and nightlife. The best time you can try this place will be between December and April. That's the dry season. Or you can try the Monteverde Cloud Forest Reserve. This unique cloud forest biodiversity, hanging bridges, and bird watching. The best time you can check this place out to be between December and April, where the trails are a little more clearer. Then also they have the Manuel Antonio National Park, which is excellent for wildlife viewing right near gorgeous beaches. There you can see some monkey troughs, and even it's very easy to hike, and you can do that between December and April, or even September to October, where there are fewer crowds. And if you are somebody who loves beaches, you can try the Tamarindo beaches, which are surfing, beach bars, and it's accessible resort structure, which is good for learning to surf. So if you are somebody who has always wanted to learn surfing, you can try the Tamarindo beach between December and April. And other places that you can also check out whilst you are there will be the sea turtle nesting at the Totoguro National Park, which has remote canals and unparalleled turtle watching tours. There are so many places that you can try as much as possible. So just go online, search for some of these places. And if you are somebody who loves coffee plantation tour like myself, you can learn more about the Costa Rican coffee and tasting and enjoy some educational and tasty stuff whilst you are there at the coffee plantation tour, which is at the Central Valley. The best time for that one is mainly all year round, so you can go anytime that you want. So why not try Costa Rica? If you get that free 30 days to visit the country, you have no excuse to say I can't travel because I'm still in Canada and I need a visa. So let's move on to one of the most popular destinations for Canadians, Dominican Republic. You have probably heard of Punta Cana, right? Well, it is just 4.5 hours away from Toronto or Montreal. So why not check it out? From all-inclusive resorts to historical landmarks like the Alcázar de Colón, this place has it all. It's visa-free for short visits and make a great long escape. So why not start planning that PTO and maximize it and see whether you can visit the Dominican Republic in this case. One tip I'll give you for this particular country is book during the off-peak months for lower prices, like May or maybe October, when possibly there are less people traveling, because it's a very popular destination. So you might have to plan in advance and book in advance to make sure that you are getting the best value for your money, else you might end up paying out of your nose. With Dominican Republic, for a Canadian permanent residency card holder, all they require is your passport with adequate validity and may ask for an onward ticket or return ticket to show that you have plans of leaving the country, and possibly proof of funds to confirm that at least you have enough funds to support your stay before they might go ahead and give you that visa on arrival to enjoy their country for that short period. So make sure you are checking the Dominican Republic tourism website before you buy that ticket to jump on that plane to travel. Some of a few places that you can add to your list if you plan to check out this country. One is Punta Cana Beach, like I said, which has all those inclusive resorts. You get long stretches of white sand, water sports, and easy relaxation and resort bubbles. The best time you can go there will be between December and April, which is peak dry season. Or you can try the Santo Domingo Colonial Zone, which is rich colonial history with UNESCO listed streets, museums, and a vibrant nightlife. The best time for that place is almost all year round, so you can enjoy it all year round. Or you can try the Samana Peninsula and whale watching. Seasonal humpback whale watching migrations make for unforgettable tours, which is mainly boat based, so you get to sit in the boat and enjoy these whales at least swim around you. The best time you can go there is between January to March, where there is peak whale season, because that's when the whales are possibly passing, so you get to see them more often. Or you can try the Los Gatos National Park, which has the boat tours and the caves. So if you are somebody who enjoy caves, you can at least check that one out for the mangroves, the cave art, and the biodiversity for nature explorers. And most times the best time will be between December and March. Other places that you can add to your list is the 27 Caicos, that's the Dama Jaguar waterfalls, which has the trailing waterfalls, or the Jarabacoa, that's a mountain adventure. Or possibly you can try the Samana Bay beaches, or even enjoy some scuba diving of the Bahamas, where you get to see coral reefs and clear Caribbean waters if you are somebody who enjoys diving. Number 5 on my list is Jamaica. This one needs no introduction. Jamaica. Reggae music, jerk chicken, waterfalls and mountain, and of course the beaches. If any of these tickles your fancy, I would say check out Jamaica whilst you are still having that PR card in your hands. Montego Bay is the main airport here, and flights from Toronto are about 4 hours. So basically, if you decide to fly to Jamaica, you will reach before somebody decides to drive from Toronto to maybe Winnipeg or any other province. Canadian PRs can visit visa-free for short period. So this is perfect for a reset. If after a long work you need some time to reset, you can take that short trip to Jamaica and enjoy some Caribbean life. And if you've got some Caribbean roots, this one might even make you feel more at home, because with Jamaica you get to enjoy all those music and the jerk chicken that we've all wanted to enjoy. A quick reminder on this one, I would say make sure you are carrying your PR card and passport as usual, because you are going to need it at the immigration. And also, as much as possible, I would say stay local in Negril or Treasure Beach for cheaper rates than the bigger resorts. So if you are somebody who is looking to save, I would say make sure you are staying local compared to maybe going to a bigger beach resort, so that you can save some money and keep some of your money in your pocket. Some places that you can maybe explore whilst you are still in Jamaica, they have the Dance River Fall, which is a classic climbable waterfall with terrace cascade. It's fun, family friendly and iconic. The best time to enjoy that one will be in between November and April. Or you can try the Negril 7 Mile Beach and Race Cafe. This one has long white sand beach. There's water sports by day and there's cliff jumping at sunset at the Race Cafe. Your best time to enjoy that one will be between November and April. And if you are somebody who enjoys mountains, you can try the Blue Mountains. This one has the coffee tour and hiking. There's a cool climate, scenic hikes, and world famous Blue Mountain coffee tasting. The best time to enjoy that one for clever views is between December and April. And whilst you are there, make sure you visit the Bob Marley Museum at Kingston. Immerse yourself in the cultural experience, get yourself into the reggae history, and enjoy Bob Marley's life. We've all been listening to him all our life. Your best time to enjoy that one will be all year round, but make sure you are checking the opening hours so that you don't go outside those opening hours and not get a chance to at least enjoy the museum whilst you are there. Other places that I would say check out will be the Port Antonio and Rich Falls, or you can try the Montego Bay, Hip Strip and Acre Bay for the nightlife, beach, shopping and easy resort access. Then they also have the Luminous Lagoon. There's a Treasure Beach, and if you are somebody who enjoys scuba diving, you can check that one out at the Negro and Okios Reefs, where there are coral reefs and clear water for divers of all levels. Up next is Mexico, or Mexico as some people call it. Now this is a big one because you get up to 180 days visa free. That's half a year. Perfect for a winter escape, a digital normal life, or just a food tour across Mexico. You can enjoy Cancun, Mexico City, Oaxaca. There is something for everyone, and the flights from Toronto are just 4 hours. So this one too is just 4 hours away. So basically it's easier to fly there and faster to fly there than to make a decision to fly all the way to Europe. With Mexico, they allow Canadian permanent residents and nationals entry without a visa for tourism. But a PR, you have to show you have a valid PR card and a passport together for them to allow you in. But make sure you are checking their tourism websites before at least you buy that ticket to travel there. Some of the places that you can check out whilst you are there is the Chichen Itza, one of the new 7 wonders of the world. There's a dramatic Mayan pyramids and the archaeological complex. These are all cultural must-see that you can see between November and April when the weather is cooler and dry. Or you can also check out Cancun, the Rivera Maya beaches, and others where you have white sand beaches, swimming, and easy access to eco parks. This one is open between November and April. Or you can try whale watching at the Baja California, where they have the seasonal whale encounters from premium nature experience. Your best time to enjoy this one is between December and March. And if you are somebody who cares about UNESCO, you can try the San Manuel de Allende Art and Culture. There is a UNESCO town with galleries, cafes, and festivals. It's a romantic and photogenic place, and you can enjoy it between October and May. So you have no reason not to go to Mexico, possibly the next summer or possibly during this winter when it gets cold. You have no excuse not to leave and say, I couldn't travel. Number 7 on my list is Sint Maarten or Sint Maarten. This one is one of those postcard perfect islands with Dutch Caribbean charm. Flight from Toronto takes just under 5 hours, so you have no excuse not to check it out. And as a Canadian PR, you can visit visa free for 90 days. So they allow you to stay up to 90 days visa free in Sint Maarten. And if you are somebody who enjoys plane watching, it is fun to watch planes land right over the Mayo Beach. It's famous for low flying jets over the beach, adrenaline, and it's very photo gold, so you can enjoy taking some pictures. And it's mostly open between December and April during the dry season. Or you can try the front street shopping or Broadway walk, where you can get duty-free shops, local eateries, and easy beach access. This one is available all year round. And if you want to enjoy the French side, you can check out Orange Bay, which is the French side beaches and waterfront. This one is a lively beach scene with restaurants and non-motorized water sports. It's open between November and April. Or you can try the Marigot. This is a French market. It has the charming French Caribbean markets, food, and artisan shopping, which is open all year round. But if you are somebody who enjoys swimming or even cliff side views, I'll say check out the Little Bay, which is a smaller beach with calm water and a local vibe. It's always open all year round. But if you are somebody who enjoys carnival like me, I would say you can check out the seasonal festivals. There's a lively parade and street festivals. Timings vary by the side and also the municipalities. So I'll say the best time will be to check out the local carnival calendar so that possibly it can coincide with one of your trips there. And mostly it's between spring and fall, so you can enjoy some carnival whilst you are in Sint Maarten. Last but definitely not the least is Turks Caicos. This British overseas territory is just 4 hours from Toronto. You will find some of the best beaches in the world here. Seriously, Grace Bay is insane. I would say check it out. It's great for snorkeling, kayaking, and sipping a drink under an umbrella. So why not try it? You have no excuse not to visit Turks Caicos. My personal advice would be make sure you travel during the shoulder season. And when I say shoulder season, what I mean is between April and June, to avoid the peak tourist crowds, because during the summer a lot of people are traveling to this particular location, so it will tend to be very expensive. So as much as possible, try to travel during the shoulder season so you can keep your costs as low as possible. And whilst you are there, like I said, check out the Grace Bay Beach. It's frequently ranked among the world's best beaches. The sugar white sand and calm turquoise water. The best time is between December and April during the dry season. And if you are somebody who enjoys scuba diving with wall caves and wrecks, you can also enjoy all that whilst you are there. So why not try and check out Turks Caicos as one of the destinations that you want to travel with that new PR card that you have. But if you are somebody who enjoys wildlife, I'll say check out the Half Moon Bay and Little Water Cay. This one has wildlife spotting and scenic beaches. It's great for families and it's opened all year round. So basically that's it. Those are 8 countries that I have on my list to go to with my PR card. So you can also check them out, so you have no excuse not to travel. So just a quick recap before you fly out. Here is your Canadian PR travel checklist to any of these countries if you are interested in going. The first one is a valid passport. Secondly, a valid PR card. Then a return or onward ticket to show that you have plans of leaving the country. Also, make sure you check entry requirements on the official government website and have some travel insurance in case you plan on staying for long. These countries don't ask for visas, but that does not mean you should forget the paperwork. Always make sure you stay ready so that you don't have to be ready, and make sure you do all this to avoid any surprises. So there you have it, 8 amazing destinations that you can explore just because you are a Canadian permanent residency. This is your reward for all the paperwork, the IELTS course, the express entry stress, and that winter coat you didn't want to buy. Use it, explore, and build new experiences. And remember, travel doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be intentional. If you found this video helpful, I would say hit the like button and subscribe to this channel and share with a friend who might need a vacation ASAP. And if you need help figuring out how to plan your travel, how to get Canadian PR, or just talk through your next steps in Canada, also feel free to check out the description area for a link to my calendar. Book some time and let's talk. Whether it's immigration, finance, or lifestyle, I got you. Book some time and let's talk. Thank you for watching, and until the next video, I'll say cheers.